Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Today's show brought to you by Recon Tex. That's right, Recon Texas Springfield, your one-stop vehicle reconditioning center. Call 217-670-1132. It's Recon Tex. Call them and get your car set up with a detail. Get a car detail that will make your car look better than when it was brand new. It's Recon Tex. Call 217-670-1132. Recon Tex at the corner of 8th and Black. They can give you a car detail, or they can give you a coating, a tsunami coating, like a 3, 5, or 7-year tsunami coating. That means for the life of the coating, you will not have to wax your car. Just take it through a car wash. It comes out looking sparkling clean. It's beautiful. That's what you get from Recon Tex. Call them today, 217-670-1132. Get yourself hooked up today. And Just Beds. That's right, Just Beds. Your next bed, your best bed, is inside the Just Beds showroom right now. Go there, lay in some beds, find the one you want. Go there, lay in some beds, get the one that's perfect. Just pay for it and go home. That's how it works. It's Just Beds. Go there and pick out your bed. You pick it out. You pay for it. You go home. That's all you got to do. You don't have to put your mattress on top of your car like some hillbilly and drive around town. No. The Just Beds professional will come to your house with your bed. They come to your house. They knock on the door. You let them in. And they go and they set up your bed. They set it up. You don't even have to, if you don't want a small talk, you don't even have to do any small talk. You just let them come in and set up your bed. They even take the old bed and they dispose of it properly. I mean, how about that? They just get rid of it. Unless your bed is too messy. Your bed is filthy dirty. Then they'll drive over to Steve's house and they put it in Steve's backyard. But they dispose of it properly. They dispose of the beds properly. It's Just Beds. Love it. They're located at 3120 Montvale Drive. 3120 Montvale Drive on the west side. If you're driving down Wabash, you drive down Wabash. If you're driving west on Wabash, make a right turn at MCL, and they're right behind them. Easiest way to get there. It's Just Beds. Just Beds. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Ray Lytle. We are the Morning Disaster. That's Steve.
I'm the Morning Disaster.
That's our Stevenator. You are the disaster, aren't you?
Unfortunately, I probably will be this morning.
Oh no! What did you do?
I've been sitting in the office for quite a while. Now, I normally only come to the office like right before, or my studio. I'm sorry, not my office. Right before the show.
Right.
Because I've been coming in there earlier and watching a lot of YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm watching YouTubes, for some reason I have to always keep my hand and my lips occupied.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Why do you have to keep your hands and your lips occupied?
I don't know. I think it's because I like.
Is this just when watching YouTubes?
I watch, and it's amazing how many people are out there that do music reactions, song reactions. There's thousands of them out there.
So all you do is you watch YouTube videos of people reacting to music?
Yeah, reacting to different
Oh,
songs.
I can't think of anything more boring than that.
I don't know, but it's interesting because I use the same song from the same band, I love to see the reaction because I've seen the music video like 480,000 times.
Who is
I know.
who is the band or that you watch?
Following in reverse.
Falling? I've never heard of them.
Oh.
How was I? Can I ask? How was I a DJ for 30 some odd years? I've never heard of this band.
Well, they're probably new. They're pretty new. Like in the last few years.
Yeah.
So this is a new. They're just. I'll have to admit, I've listened to a lot, and they can do any genre of fucking.
So
music.
you watch reaction videos. What is the reaction video?
The video it's different people do it to the video Ronald. It's the song Ronald in the video. It's crazy. It has Tech Nine in it. So Alex is terrible.
The people watch the video and then you watch their reaction to the video?
Exactly.
Is there a big twist in the video or anything that
Oh yeah. Because
I've never heard this. I've never heard of this band.
It starts out like Brady didn't care for it. I sent it to Brady. He didn't care for it. He said it was too much screaming for him.
Yeah.
It starts out like screaming. I mean, it's a crazy video. Screaming death metal thing. But then Tech Nine jumps in there with some rap. Really fast shit. I didn't know people could speak that fast.
Is Tech Nine an artist as well?
Yeah. Oh, Tech Nine. Yeah, he's one of the.
I have no idea who that is either. I have no idea who that is.
He's one of the greatest in rap all times. Well, but that's what I do. It's amazing. I do this because I want because I know what the video is going to be. So I like to watch these people that are watching it for the first time. I like to see their reaction because they're like, first they start like this one guy was like, I don't really like it, and then boom, Tech Nine just said that, oh, he about flipped out of his chair. He started jumping up and down and screaming.
Let me agree with Kelly, who just said, Steve, how much weed have you smoked this morning? Yeah, that's what Kelly, that's what I'm asking too. In my mind, that's the question I have for Steve. How much weed have you smoked this morning?
I smoked 0.
All right. How much vape? Vape have you taken in this morning?
Oh.
How much weed vape? By the way, they make vape out of weed.
Well, yeah.
So how much weed have you had?
About 6 hits.
Good Lord. And what's the what type of vape are you smoking?
This Apple.
What's percentage of THC in it?
82.
Oh my God.
Applejack.
You've had 6.
Yeah, in the last hour.
Oh my God.
So I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
So if I get on a rambling talking spree, you'll know why. Because I'm just rambling. Could be coherent, could be not coherent.
You're always just rambling.
Oh. Well, I thought that's what I was supposed to do on this show.
Right.
I thought I was supposed to talk.
Yeah, no, you are supposed to talk. It'd be nice if you could talk without getting yourself, inebriated, but.
Well, I could. I was just watching that.
Mom says, try watching young people watch Blazing Saddles. Well, Blazing Saddles was done when
I didn't like Blazing Saddles. So.
He says, or watch young people react to watching George Carlin for the first time.
Yeah.
Mark says, good morning, all from Cordell, Georgia. What's going on? Cordell,
be careful, Mark. That's going to get wet.
He said, watch people watch the Bee Gees.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
You know, I liked the Bee Gees.
Well, yeah, but none of these.
I'm a big rock fan, but I like the Bee Gees a lot.
Right.
So I just thought they were a great band. By the way, Cindy says Steve's a rambling man who baffles closed caption. I can't imagine what the closed caption says. What closed caption says when Steve is talking. I bet it confuses closed caption. I really do. I bet it. The closed caption. Let's see. What are we live on? We're live on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok.
Yeah.
I bet the closed caption has already killed itself.
Oh, probably.
Closed caption.
I don't understand
Closed caption took its own life already.
I don't understand why we don't have more subscribers to our YouTube.
Oh, I can think of one reason.
We don't even have 1,000. Goddamn.
I could think of one reason right now, off the top of my head. Just off the top of my head. By the way, Mark's youngest, watch young people watch Donnie and Marie. He uses that as punishment with his daughters.
I'm a little bit country and I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I don't know. I would never watch a reaction video. That just sounds.
I watch reaction videos. I watch the Millennial Farmer. He's a farmer dude, and I really wish I was his helper. He's got all kinds of tractors and 4-wheelers and stuff.
And he's on YouTube?
Yeah, hot wife too.
I once watched a video. There was these two black kids watching Phil Collins.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought, what a stupid video. And I've never watched another one. You know?
Yeah. Well, I've seen reactions where was a therapist reacting to songs and youth minister was reacting to people's different songs. And...
By the way, Tom says, I would love to see people reacting to videos of Steve.
I would too. I would love to see. Although I've read a review. I don't remember where it was.
Oh, just watch the TikTok feed in the morning. Just watch the TikTok feed and see what the people say when they go, what the hell is this?
Oh, well, Easy said that.
No, I mean, there's a lot of people that get on TikTok.
Really?
And they come and they go, what the hell is that guy saying?
Really?
Yeah, because there's a TikTok chat room.
Yeah.
That I can see.
Right.
That I usually, I'm usually focused on other chat room. Other chat room is
right.
Our other chat room, I hit a button and
oh yeah,
all the chats go around the screen, but TikTok is different. Mark says, watch Steve smoke weed and try to wipe his ass. I imagine that no one wants to watch Steve try to wipe his ass. That does not sound like anything that anybody would want to see. But I see what they say in TikTok. And a lot of it is just people going, what the hell is this? They have no concept of what the show is or what's going on, or I don't blame you.
I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Steve butter his ass. Well, we know that Steve uses a butter knife. We learned yesterday about the butter knife, aka the poop knife. We learned about that. Oh well. You didn't have to use a poop knife last night, did you?
Nope. Had no problem last night.
By the way, Fat 420 says he's pooping now.
Okay.
He got himself a poop knife. Thanks to your suggestion, he got a poop knife, and now he wants to know if you want poop pics.
Oh, well, if it works.
Steve loves poop pics.
If it works, let me know.
Yeah. Steve loves when you guys just take a fresh one. Steve loves if you take a picture of it and send it to him on Facebook.
Oh.
He just loves it.
Yeah, he does. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. That's his favorite. William wants to know, where's Christina Wright? I don't know where Christina is.
Probably.
I don't know. She's always in here, but maybe she woke up with a headache, or maybe Christina's got some constipation issues and she's using a poop knife right now.
Maybe.
Maybe she's in there with a poop knife, taking care of business.
No, they're probably doing that buku shit.
No, that stuff's done.
It's never done.
The buku opened last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're ready to go. She's probably sick or something. Probably had, TJ says people need to pinch a fresh load and send it to Steve today.
No, we don't.
Steve loves photos. He loves photos of people's bowel movements. Holly says she got to work late, but she made it. Congratulations. Congratulations, Holly.
At least you made it, Holly.
When you get to work, are your fellow employees happy to see you? Are they happy that you're happy? Are they happy that you're there? Because I was always, when I worked, I got to work so early. I was always, I always had to get there so early. So, I was always one of the first ones in the building. So I was there working when people showed up to work. But I never worked anywhere where everybody had to be. I've never worked anywhere where everybody had to be at the office of they all had to be at the office at the same time. You know what I mean? I never worked anywhere where we had to be there at 8 or 9 or any of that stuff.
Right.
I just because I did morning radio, I was there before anybody else. Well, usually the news guy was before me, because the news guy had to get there, and the news guy or girl, whoever it was at the time, they had to get there and write the news. So they got there before me. And then back in the disaster days, I had a producer, and the producer got there before me. They better got it. If they didn't get there before me, there was problems. But other than that, I was always the first one there. So Holly says, well, where she is, she's salary, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
If she's late, because she does work more than 40 hours.
Right.
Yeah. Mark says, Steve, let me know if anyone or business wants to be a sponsor for the team next year. We're now running late meeting deals and modifieds. Our race records in 2 championships in 3 years. Put the word out. So
yes, sir.
For Mark's got a race car team, right?
Yes. They'll be looking for sponsors next year.
Oh. So Fat 420 wants to know if Jimmy showed up early. No. Only when Jimmy showed up early. Only when he wanted something. You know. Only if he wanted something would he show up early. Usually he was. He would pop in. He'd pop. The show would be started by the time he'd pop in. But if he wanted something, like if he was trying to get a raise, or if he was wanting to do something that somehow would get him laid, then he was early every day, and he would. Jimmy was the kind of guy. He was the kind of guy that he would get it all figured out in his head. Hey, I want this, and then he'd go, how would I get that? Well, if I schmooze Ray, then Ray will talk good about me, and I could get. You know what I mean? He had everything. It was a plan with Jimmy. You know, a lot of planning went in. Or like I said, if something would get him laid. He put sex first on his priorities list all the time.
I wish I could.
Yeah, all the time. His priority list included sex. He loved he loved sex, that guy. So it was always, sex related.
Must have been good at it too.
Mm-hmm. Like he would always show up. Fat 420 says, now that you said that, Jim did show up early to Street Bits in Bloomington because he knew I was there to get free weed. Yeah. He would go there to hit up Fat 420 to front him weed. You know. William says, Ray, did you get my thing on Messenger? No, I don't remember seeing anything on Messenger. Did you send me something? And when did you when and where did you send it? Where did you send it? If you sent it to, I mean, I'll be honest. If you send it to me, personally on Facebook, I get it. But if you send it to Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster one, I never check that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because it's such a pain in the ass to check that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because because then I have to log out of
oh, yeah.
You know, I have to log out of my I have Raymond Lytle as my main account, and I have to log out of it, and then and then I gotta log back in, and sort of it's sort of a pain in the ass for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know. Spanky's in the chat room. He says, I remember if Jim wanted something, he would grill you chicken and bring it. Yeah, that's right. Jimmy would make this grilled chicken that was so good because he made it. I can't remember. He made it with some kind of sauce.
I bet he did.
No, the chicken, there was some kind of sauce that he would make it with, and the chicken was fantastic. Like Jim would get up early and he would make me chicken, and then he would bring in chicken. By the way, Christina says sex is top of her priority. Oh, so now we know.
Now we know where she is.
Why Christina's late. Yeah, Christina's getting laid with Dan. Who, by the way, if I had to pick how Dan was going to die, I would say he would have a heart attack while having sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He would have a heart attack while banging Christina. That's what I would think. By the way, Fat 420 says Jim never paid him back.
Oh.
Yeah. Christina says, yeah, she will sex him to death. Yeah, I just think that Dan will, because Dan looks like someone who puts a lot of effort into the sex. You know what I mean? But Big D sort of seems that way too. Like, like he puts a
Right.
lot of effort into it. See, I don't put that much effort into it. I mean, I go into sex with the hope that I am going to be pleased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't go in with I have to give it my all to.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm like,
I don't want to put any effort into it.
I don't want to put the effort. Yeah. I mean, I'll put some in, but I still want it to be pleasurable.
Oh, definitely.
But Dan and Big D and guy, they seem like they seem like you just got to give it as hard as you can, and
right, yeah.
That just seems like a lot of work. Big D says he wants to die in the middle of a massive orgy. Not a regular orgy, a massive one. Way to go, Big D. And I guess if that's what you want. Big D says he's sorry. He's working cleaning up the basement for the HVAC guys.
Does he ever sit down?
No, I guess the HVAC guys are bringing in his new. He's getting a new air conditioner put into his house.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who the hell puts a new air conditioner in October. But that's when Big D's doing it. He's putting the new air conditioner in October.
Well,
yeah, but it's got a new heater too. So
that's good.
So they'll be using the heat before the. Of course, what's the temperature? Isn't it going to be hot today?
In the 70s, I believe, if I remember right. It's not going to be real hot.
I'll tell you, I already missed those 90 days when it was 90s.
Oh, hell no.
I miss it. I love when it's hot. I love it. I love the hotter, the better.
Oh, hell no.
I love warm weather. I really do. Yeah, Christina says high of 80 today.
Well, Christina's not on the show, so Christina's to be the high at 78 today. 78 tomorrow, 83 Friday, 82 Saturday, 70, 59 next Monday, 57, 58, 62, 67. Thank you.
Well, that's not what was next week's high? What did you say?
On what day?
Well,
Monday?
You were just saying what temperature was going to be.
Next Monday it's only going to be 59.
Oh, Jesus.
Next Tuesday it's going to be 57.
Oh,
with the low is 33.
Oh my God.
Then we're going to be down all next week. If not, the high will be 67 next Friday. So I'm going to pretty much say that we're going to I'm at the we're going to shit.
That's too cold.
No, that's perfect. Don't need the air on. Don't need anything on.
In my house, my wife will still turn that goddamn air conditioner. Even though it's going to be 33 as low, my wife will have that air conditioner on. I guarantee you.
Oh, no. That won't, air conditioner won't last long.
The air conditioner's on in my house right now. It's cranked down to like 60 or whatever. It's freezing.
Oh, it's only 45 outside.
It's freezing. I can see I think I can see my breath. It's horrible. Horribly cold in this house. By the way, Christina says, piss off, Steve. She's at the dentist with Dan. Oh, well. By the way, Fat 20 says, I didn't use the poop knife, but it's next to my poop spoon. A poop spoon is a spoon. He uses it to reach into his ass to get the extra poop out. Steve's poop knife is what causes his constipation poop. The poop knife is what causes his constipation poop to get unstuck.
Yeah, it breaks the seal.
Yeah, there's a seal or whatever. Steve says you put the knife in to crank up some of the poop, and then it all comes out. So that's why he uses a poop knife. By the way, there were people on Facebook. People on Facebook said, of course I use a poop knife. Of course I have one. They were like agreeing with Steve. I didn't know this was an actual thing. There were people that said they do the same thing that Steve does, where they good Lord, try some stool softeners, people. Take a stool softener. That'll help. Joel says, hello from 42,000 feet heading back from Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Way to go.
I've never been that high in my life.
Well, it's a plane. When you're in a plane, you know.
Well, I've probably been that high then.
Mm-hmm. When's the last time you flew anywhere?
Oh, shit. I was married, so.
Are you too fat to fly now, or?
No, I was fatter when I flew. I had to have a build extender when I flew last time I flew.
Now, don't they make fat people pay for extra for the fly or something?
Some of them do.
Don't they make you buy a second seat or?
No, we bought. Luckily, because I was married and my stepson was real little. He was tiny.
Yeah. That wife of yours.
We kind of shoved him up against the window, and we sat one row. Me and my ex-wife, we had to have belt extenders.
So I know that ex-wife of yours was a fat one.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was more out front than she was wide.
Yeah.
She looked like a weeble of egg.
By the way, Christina says she always wondered why her grandma kept a spoon on the back of her toilet. Now she knows.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you didn't use that spoon to eat cereal or anything. Yeah.
That wasn't chocolate pudding on it.
Oh, disgusting. So now you're stuck with that. Now you're stuck with that visual. By the way, Big D says he tried on his old Navy uniform last night, and it's actually too big for him now.
No fucking way. No shit.
Dude, last time I saw Big D, he was wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah.
He was this is a 50-some-odd-year-old man. He was wearing skinny jeans. And they were fitting him just fine.
Yeah. They're a little baggy in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't shock me that his Navy uniform wouldn't fit. He's so thin now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
By the way, I'm fatter. I think
I'm fatter.
I know I'm not, but it feels like I'm fatter.
I'm the fattest.
Well, I know you're the fattest, but I'm saying that I'm losing weight, but you know. But even though I'm losing weight, I haven't weighed this amount since maybe the 90s. It's been a long time since I weighed as much as I do now. It's been a long time. But I feel like I'm getting fatter.
Oh, me too.
But when Nate says he's medium to small D now.
Oh, he's still a pretty good size.
I'm still going to call him Big D. Yep. He says originally he was Big D because of his weight. Now the Big D has changed me.
Oh, you bet.
Because your penis grows. When you lose weight, your penis grows. I'm telling you, I'm losing weight. And you feel a lot better. A lot better. Christina says he's definitely Big D. Oh, Christina, you've
oh yeah.
You taking a look at Are you taking a look at his schlong? I mean, that's something that should be kept private. And by the way, Joel says there's no fat people in first class. He's 2 Bloody Marys into the flight.
2.
Yeah, good for you. Did you see that? When is that hurricane? Is that hurricane hitting today down in Florida?
I think so.
I think the hurricane's hitting either today or tomorrow or whatever, but it's doubled in size.
They closed Disney World.
Yeah. I mean, that's insane. It's doubled in size. Holy crap.
They're showing a gridlock on everybody trying to get out of Tampa.
Which is insane.
I couldn't believe it. Did you see that? That's Steelers-Dallas game? Bitch, it rained so hard in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. But that was a good game. I won money on it, so I was very happy.
It was a good game, but man, they fucking rained. I didn't even know. They said hail and everything else.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. How about that? Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of they're getting ready. They say that that the hurricane doubled while it's in the Gulf. It doubled in size, which is insane. Shit. And that's what's going to hit. Florida. Son of a bitch.
That's gonna
kill Florida. And it's gonna hit later this evening into the morning. Yeah, so it's gonna hit. So it'll hit when it's dark. Oh my god.
Oh, that sucks. That's the worst. That's the worst. You can't see nothing. All you do is see the rain. Yeah.
Well, the last thing I read said it's gonna hit with a 15-foot. There'll be a 15-foot swell of water.
Holy shit.
That's gonna hit.
15 feet that big?
Yeah. 15 feet of water. That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
I hope those people are ready for I hope they're braced for what's coming.
I think they've been there. I don't know. Like I said, what I was seeing is on TikTok about the people trying to get out of Tampa. Everybody was fucking stopped. Traffic was stopped.
Well, they've been telling people for days.
Oh yeah.
They've been telling them to get the hell out of town, evacuate. I think the evacuation order has been in effect for like a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were people waiting until the last second. They're all trying to get out now, but if you're just trying to get out now, you're not going to get out. You're going to be stuck in that traffic.
Yeah. I know I've got friends down there in Florida, and they say they're staying. They're they're more in the middle of the state. They're not close to the ocean. So
I don't know. I don't know where Ground Zero is. I don't know where it's hitting, but right on the coast, it seems.
Right. I would say the coast is going to be the worst. It's going to have the water coming in. And then, hell, they ain't cleaned up from the last hurricane yet.
Yeah.
That would suck, though.
If you haven't evacuated, it's too late. You know what I mean? 15 to 18 foot swell.
Oh.
Coincidentally, that's apparently Big D's new nickname. Big Swell. His nickname is the Big Swell. Big. Hey, man, I'm Big Swell. Yeah. Fat420 says he knows a few who left, but there are morons who are staying.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it isn't like Tampa where it's going to hit in Tampa, right? I know there's a bunch of people in Tampa that are staying.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
St. Petersburg is still one of the nicest places I've ever been. That's the one place I went where I would like, oh my God, I would live here.
Oh, really?
But see, I'd get the hell out of there. There's no way I would stay for.
I like Florida. I was one. Me and Michelle actually thought about moving to Florida when we were vacationing down there.
Before she dumps you.
She didn't dump me.
Then she dumped you afterwards. So
the house caught on fire.
Yeah.
She went one way and I went the other.
So after the house caught on fire, she told you just don't come back?
No.
So how did you break up? You were living with her, and then the house caught on fire. Who started the fire? Which one of you guys started the fire?
She was cooking. It was an accident. It was a simple accident, but it happened.
Was this right after you guys got insurance?
No, there was no homeowners insurance.
Oh.
So everything was lost, and she went to stay with her friend Rafi, and she said I could come stay too, but I had a problem because Rafi didn't have running water.
Wait, he didn't have running water?
No. Because he lived in Kirkwood, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis. But he had it was an older house, and he had this huge tree in the front yard that had collapsed his sewer lines, and he couldn't afford to get the tree taken out and all the roots and all. He would have to have the plumbing all done in the house and everything, and so he just lived there. He was from Pakistan originally, so he's used to living without plumbing. So
So where did he poop?
In the toilet. He just had buckets of. He would come over to our house and get gallons of water, or he had tubs outside that he would collect rainwater. Yeah. That's how he flushed the toilet.
Oh, for God.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah.
That's just disturbing. Christina says, why was running water such an issue for you, Steve? You don't bathe and you pooped in lasagna pans. That's true. You have pooped in lasagna pans.
Okay, but I bathed the other day.
Really? Did you bathe yesterday?
Yeah, I did. You can't tell, my hair is nice and shiny.
I bathed last night.
I didn't bathe last night. I bathed yesterday afternoon. So
I bathed last night, got myself all cleaned. I took extra time in the ass too.
I did too.
Because I just had a feeling that my ass was extra dirty before the shower.
I did too. I could smell it.
And I was like, okay, I need to really take time, on the back end.
Yep. I had to.
So I got my scrub brush. And I had to rub the soap on the scrub brush to get it in there.
Right.
And then I took the brush and I turned the brush to one side, and then I went up and down, and then I turned it the other side and went. So both sides of my ass were properly cleaned
Oh,
with
yeah.
the brush. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I rinsed the whole thing out. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice and clean. I felt like my ass was extra clean.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I would, not that I would have any ass play,
Right.
but
Right.
in case, like maybe last night was when my wife wanted to try, I want to make sure I was clean just in case. You know what I mean?
That's what. That's why.
That's
That's
never,
why.
that's never something you want to have uncleaned. You don't want
No.
that unclean if they're gonna start.
I don't even want. Yeah. I didn't even want nobody from fiddling down there.
Big D says he should start scrubbing his ass with his kid's loofah. I'm telling what I have a scrub brush. I have two actually. I have one scrub brush for the rest of my body, like under my armpits and under my man boobs and under my knees and stuff like that. Then I have this other scrub brush and it's just for the ass. That's just an ass brush.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants to use that one. Dad says to me, I don't use that for any part of my body except the ass.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
I get my squatch soap and I
Yeah.
get it all lathered up, and then I get in there and take care of it. Just because, like I don't I've never been the receiver of any kind of rim action or anything. Never.
No.
I've never asked for that. But yet at the same time, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
I want to make sure I'm clean.
That's what I wasn't expecting it when Michelle stuck her finger in my butt.
That's what I mean.
She said, just relax. Just relax.
But so you were glad you cleaned it, right?
Oh yeah, I was glad it was clean. Yeah, because after that there would be times when she'd want to do it again. Like, no. Probably not a good idea we do that at all tonight. So I she said, oh, so maybe tomorrow night, maybe I'll get a shower tomorrow. I didn't never liked her, especially after the deal with Sonny. When Sonny said, oh, do you mind if I go get a washcloth and wash you down here first?
Sonny was the prostitute you hooked up with in Chicago?
Well, she wasn't. I didn't pay. I never paid her. No, I think other than she stole from me. But yeah, Sonny's a stripper. She told me she was a stripper.
Right.
But I never saw her strip except for me.
Did you have to pay her to have sex with you?
No. All thing I had to do to have sex with me is just feed her.
Oh.
She'd usually come over and we'd get Chinese or something. And then when that one time when she stole everything in my apartment, my TV, my PS4, my stereo,
right,
my laptop. Yeah. There was that time.
Was that the last time you saw her?
Yeah, that was the last time I saw her.
She stole everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Were you sleeping when she stole her?
Oh yeah, I was asleep and she had got up. I guess she was gonna leave. Well, she did leave. What the fuck? Yeah.
Very sorry to hear that.
That's okay. Live and learn. Yeah.
She stole your heart.
Oh, she did. She was pretty. She loved to give a blowjob too.
That's the night she decided that Chinese wasn't enough to sleep with you.
Well, no, we slept together several times. We probably dated for a good month.
Christina says she's going to have girl talk with my wife and tell her that I want No, I do not want. I don't want a finger in my rear end. That's not anything I'm into. No, that's not anything I'm into. I'm just saying that I don't know what my wife's into. If she might want to try something, I at least want to be. I'm not saying I'm going to like it, but I'm saying
you'll like it.
I'm saying that that I just want to be ready for it. I don't know what she's going to try, but no matter what it is, I want to be ready for it. By the way, Christina says that Dan says that my new camera angle, that Ray looks thinner and brighter from this angle. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Dan's under the influence of drugs today. He's been to the dentist.
Well, I'm just saying that you don't like this new angle?
Oh, yeah.
I like this angle.
I like the angle, yeah.
I feel better with this angle. Because the angle used to be from over here.
Right.
Now I put it right in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my refrigerator, which is there, is leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the refrigerator and move it
over there
and put it over on the floor right here, right next to me. And then I'm going to put bookshelves over here.
Oh, huh.
Because I need more bookshelves.
Huh.
So I'm filling my office with bookshelves.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've got a wine rack.
Yeah. You have a wine rack?
Uh-huh.
Do you have wine?
No.
Oh. Well, I have books, so that's why I need bookshelves.
Oh, I don't have it. Well, I do have the Bible, a diabetic cookbook. Oh, and don't forget the Goon with the Spoon cookbook from Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, but
I have a bunch of comics. I have comic paperbacks and hardbacks, and so I have my shelves are filled with all my comic stuff. Yeah. And my bookshelves look good. Like I'm looking at them now. It's pretty. Look, here you go. This is just one of them.
oh, wow.
You see my book? That's one of my bookshelves. That's the one Dan just put together for me.
Oh, wow.
Dan put the shelf together, and yeah. Hey, Mike says, hi, Ray, Steve. Good to see you guys. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother? By the way, Christina says the wine rack you have was a gift from her. And if you don't want it, it goes back to her.
Whatever. If you want it back, take it.
Fat 420 says Steve also has a bunch of Cherry and Teen Beat magazines.
No.
Do you have Cherry and Teen Beat magazines?
No. I have Hot Rod.
What was the other one? Was We the big magazine that was out in those 80s?
Yeah.
The 80s skin mags. By the way, Nate says he just acquired an Amazing Spider-Man number 61 signed by John Romita and Stan Lee. All awesome. That's great. Jen says she donated the rest of her sci-fi books to the library. I have. Oh. Meanwhile, Big D says he can honestly say he's never read a book cover to cover. Nope. Really?
Nope. Neither have I.
You've never read a book cover to cover?
Nope.
I have boxes left of my comic, my paperback collection that I still haven't put into shelves.
I never got into comic books.
Fantastic Fours, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll show you what this thing. You've never seen a.
Well, I've seen them. I've just never read one.
Like, look at that. Doesn't it look amazing? Look at that. Come on.
It's cool, but
that's amazing art. It's amazing.
It's art. It's art. And I'm about me.
But I have all these have to go up in shelves. I have boxes of them. Yeah. Mike says the only thing he reads is a Bible. He can't stand reading because it makes him fall asleep.
Oh yeah, I can't stay focused. I mean, I can read something and I don't retain it anyhow. So that's why I never read anything. I just I barely read Facebook. I mean,
If I
unless it's
read it,
something.
I prefer to read it. If I'm gonna read a book, I used to like, I like science fiction and I like novels and I like the Grisham books and stuff like that. But now, if I'm gonna read a book, it's gonna be an autobiography or a biography or something to do with
Oh,
history. Like I'll read a biography of, you know, of a dead president or something. You know what I mean? But if I'm gonna read just for fun, it's a comic book.
see now, I might have read a book cover to cover. I can remember doing one. I had to do an essay, and I picked anybody I want, and I picked AJ Foyt, and I got all kinds of books. I might have read. I don't know. Still don't remember reading a whole book. I know I had a bunch of like an
Did
Indy
you
500
didn't you have
yearbook.
to read in high school and college? I mean, good lord.
No, I mean I did. I mean, no, I mean I had to read a little bit. I mean, like motivate was just how to tune up a car, and once you've done it, I was more of a visual learner.
Big
I
D
could
says reading bores him. Give him a nice movie and a pair of titties to play with. He's content.
exactly. But reading bores me.
You
Yeah.
can do both. You can do both. There's no law against. There's no law against, trying everything.
Oh no.
I'm just saying eventually you get to an age where you go, you know what? I prefer, like, I love reading, but I just prefer to read. I prefer to read a well-written comic book than, you know.
Well, I guess you could say that I read every day because I read the TV. I don't have the volume on at all.
You don't turn the volume on?
No, my volume is on 0.
Karen says she loves reading. It takes her to another place. Absolutely. Yeah, reading's great. But as I get older, I really enjoy reading. I just enjoy reading comics more than I enjoy reading other things. I mean, I'll still read other things, but, you know. Christina says Dan's reading a Civil War history book right now. Yeah, I do prefer reading stuff like that than I like autobiographies. I like biographies. I like stuff about history. I tell you there's a new book out by, I can't think of the guy's name. There's an author who's got a book about, he's an award-winning author who's got opinions on, journalism, and he's got opinions on being black in America and all this. He just took a trip to Israel and he took a trip to the Middle East and he wrote a big book on it. And, but just really, and they say the book is really, is really good. So I'm zoning on what his name is.
Right.
But they say his book's really good. Nate says he needs to get the information that he needs. He can't just read for pleasure aside from comic books. But comic books are like 17 to 24 pages each. Well, but not the books that I read, like trade paperbacks or, stuff. They're more than 24 pages.
Right.
They're much bigger than that. But what they are is compilations. Like they're compilations of comic books. Like one book it'll have all of the, of course, Rob says he reads Hustler. Do they make Hustler anymore?
I think so. Yeah.
They still make Hustler? Yeah. But like the comic stuff I get is a compilation of, they'll put like 8 comic book issues into one of these books. So you get the whole
right,
story.
right,
You get the
yeah.
whole storyline. Yeah. Because I know they don't make Playboy anymore, and they don't make, you know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of,
Oh, right, yeah.
yeah. So I think they might have stopped. I don't know if they stopped Hustler or not, but yeah. Jen says she loves sci-fi books like Aragon, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones. My daughter loved Harry Potter. Meanwhile, Fat 420 says
exactly.
he reads the ingredients of Walmart burritos.
I agree. I can do that.
Rob says, is Playboy done? Yes, it's been done for a few years.
Since who passed away? You who?
Yeah. They stopped making Playboy a while ago. They stopped publishing it. Yeah. Tom says, I think they call those omnibuses. Yeah, I don't, yeah, some are called omnibus. Just depends on how many issues are in the book.
Oh, okay. Omni. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Diane says reading puts her to sleep. So, I don't know. I just think reading's good and reading's fun. Nothing wrong with reading.
I never did anything wrong with that. I've never, it's not one of my, it's never been one of my fortes.
No matter what Steve says, everybody, reading is not for losers. Reading is good. Nate's given a recommendation. He says, read Something is Killing the Children. It's a really good series. Tom also listens to audiobooks.
I might do that.
Rob says he's read every Stephen King book. Plus, he says he's been writing a book for 5 years.
Oh, wow. That would be cool.
Well, I hope I'm in it, or a character based on me is in it. That's what I hope, Rob. I think a character based on me should be in the book. But I want to have a 6-pack. You know what I mean? If you guys put me in your book, make sure I have a 6-pack. Just lie. Just lie. I'd appreciate it.
Me about me too. Please don't.
You want a 6-pack? If someone puts you in a book,
please, yeah. Please make it sound good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need a 6-pack, but have me be physically fit in the book, at least. Especially if I'm solving a crime. I'd love to solve a crime in a book. Oh my God. Yeah. DA says he loves to read, but life's keeping him from reading novels. He does read comics each week, and he's read the comic series that Nate recommended.
Oh.
Yeah. Joel says he likes reading Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was interesting. He would get high on morphine or whatever, and then just have these.
Oh.
He would, he would just try to scare the shit out of himself, and he would write it down. And all his books were just scary. I think Edgar Allan Poe would say, "What's the scariest thing I could think of?" And then he'll say, "Oh, I'll write a book about that."
Now that might be fun for you.
Yeah, like you've never read Poe?
No.
You never read Fall of the House of Usher, or
No.
Cask of Amontillado? You've never read any of that stuff? Not even in high school?
No.
Wow.
I feel like I went to Cornbone City now.
They never had you read anything in high school?
No, not that. I
I mean, I had a literature class where we had to read so many books per semester. You had to read so many books, and you had to do reports on them and give speeches.
yeah, we had to do that, but I never read any books. I would read like the first page and the last page.
Well, you had to.
And then
You had to. The whole class was a literature class.
oh yeah, I
The whole thing was reading and comprehending.
I said I couldn't do that, so I had a zero reading comprehension.
Oh Jesus! So you never took a literature class?
No, I did, but it was probably the special class.
You took English.
Yeah, I took English. Yeah.
So you didn't take literature?
No. I was the only senior in English 1 because I took whatever it was for 2 years because I failed the first year. Good. And they only had to have so many years of English back then.
Yeah.
So I was like the only senior in English 1, and that was just basically. And I don't know what a preposition and a noun and all that shit. I still don't know what that shit is.
Wow.
And I don't know how to make a compound sentence, and I just know how to talk. I can't.
I'm not sure about that, but I'll be damned.
Well, that's probably why I can't talk either. Because there's some words because I don't hear the television. Like a lot of these, like when I watch a football game, if I haven't heard the gentleman's name, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. If I've never heard it, I just try to make it to what I think it should sound like. So.
Oh well. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think as you get older, you just decide what you like, and that's what you read. I'm just telling you, I decided what I like, and I'm like, I'm not going to waste time, reading things that I'm not interested in when I just want to be entertained. So I started reading. I started, reading and collecting these comics.
Right.
And I've always enjoyed them.
I collected belt buckles.
Well, I think read. It's good to read. There's nothing wrong with reading.
I have a collection of weed smoking apparatuses.
But that we're talking about reading.
I thought we were talking about collections.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about collection, but yeah, I'm just saying that, like, what do I have? I don't know what I have here. This is here you go, Steve. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right?
I can watch it on TV.
That's great. There's good action and adventure. That's what you should try to read, buddy.
Yeah, that just.
That's some good stuff. You can get through that. Come on.
I would rather just watch it on TV.
Christina says Dan has a bookshelf that is half Stephen King and half history, Civil War. And isn't it a quarter Star Wars? I think Dan likes to read. I used to read those Star Wars books. I read all the Star Wars books before before they put out the movie. What was a movie that came out a few years ago?
Um,
The one where Han Solo dies.
oh,
Before they came out with that, there were books, and the books were what happened after Return of the Jedi,
right.
and I read all these books, and it was Han and Leia's kids. They had 3 children in the books, and all this stuff. It had all these storylines in it, and I read it. I read all the way. I mean, I'd read those books all the way into the time that they came up with that movie, The Force Awakens, because they said that none of those books mattered. And then when they said that, I was like, well, I wasted all that time.
Oh, wow.
And then when The Force Awakens came out, they only had 1 kid. So they had 3 kids. They had a daughter who's awesome. She's not even in the movies.
Mm.
They had one son who was a Jedi who turned evil, which is they had that in the movies. And they had a third kid who was eventually the kid, like, I think the kid turned in the kid somehow got assimilated by some computer or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then in the books, Luke Skywalker married this redhead named Mara, and they had a son, and his son's name was Ben.
Mm.
But in the books, Han and Leia had a son named Jason. But then they called Ben Solo was in the movies, and I don't know. It confused the hell out of me because I read all those books. And I was like, damn it.
Right.
And it's just like none of those books, you know, were canon, so I just wasn't into them anymore, and I just felt like I wasted all that time. Meanwhile, Brandon says comics helped him understand and speak English as it wasn't his first language,
Oh,
so they
really?
hold a special place in my heart. I love comic books. When I was a kid, I loved them, but all my comic books died in one of our fires.
Yeah.
We had fires when I was a kid. We had fires, and they burned all my comics up. When my house burned down, it burned all the comics. So when I became an adult, one day I ended up in a comic book store in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I walked out with some comic books. And I had books that I used to collect that had burned up in the fire. And I was like, oh, these are great. And so I started collecting those. Yeah. So, I just like reading is great. Big D says he's got a lightsaber based on Mara's when she was the Emperor's hand. Yeah. That's who Luke in the books. That's who Luke married. In the movies, Luke Skywalker had a very sad life. In the books, he had a really amazing, heroic life. In the movies, he was just this sad, was a very sad character, which was sad, which was horrible because he was the ultimate hero in those first 3 Star Wars movies, you know, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. I mean, it was Luke Skywalker was the ultimate hero. And then to have him grow up into such a turd in these, you know, in those last 3 movies just didn't sit well with me. I really think that that's like the Star Wars people now are wondering, how the hell are we going to fix this? Well, you turned your biggest hero into a turd, and then you killed the other one. You know, so of course nobody's into it anymore. You killed your heroes. You can't kill your heroes and have anyone, you know, be interested in it. And then they were going to make another movie with the girl from the last 3, but the actress has endometriosis so bad that they can't get her insured to make the movie.
Oh wow.
And I don't understand all of endometriosis, but I know it's got to do with, I know that women get it. It's got to do somehow with you're lining somehow in I'm sure I'm wrong in describing this. It's got to do with lining in the uterus or something, and there's a lot of bleeding, and you know, endometriosis is a dangerous disease. And she's got it, so they can't get her insured. So they, you know, how are you going to make the movie? Yeah. So Karen says it's when the lining grows outside the uterus. Yeah. So she's got that, and they can't get her insured. You know, they can't get her insured. She says, and Karen says it's extremely painful in some women.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. This poor thing has it. And they can't make these Star Wars movies.
Right.
But just think, if they wouldn't have killed all the heroes, you could do another series of movies with the heroes in it, and then develop another hero. But as soon as Disney bought those Star Wars movies, they screwed it up.
Yeah.
As my grandpa says, yeah, they screwed them up. Yeah, they screwed them up. The white people. Yeah, the white people, they screwed them up. The white people love to screw them up. Yeah. Like Nate says, give me Alexandra Daddario. Alexandra Daddario would be fantastic in a Star Wars movie. Yeah. By the way, Kelly says a hysterectomy is the only way to get rid of endometriosis. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh.
And so, she's still a young woman. Maybe she wants to have children or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it just sounds. I do wish I understood more about women's diseases, but I don't have a uterus, so I don't understand it. But it does sound painful. But I know there's a lot of bleeding, and you know, a lot of problems with it and stuff. And yeah, Alexandra Daddario though was amazing. If you ever saw the first season of what was that cop show on HBO? It starred Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, God damn it.
Alexandra Daddario's in that series, and she's a bunch of nude scenes. She's really hot. Very hot. True Detective, yeah. Oh my God, she is really good looking. I know that we shouldn't. I know we're not supposed to look at women anymore and
comment on how good looking they are, but she's really good looking. She was top notch. I'm sure she still is, but she would be great in a Star Wars film. And by the way, that first season of True Detective was crazy. It was crazy. It was really good. The problem is they've never been able to match it. They've had more seasons, but how do you match that first season? Because it was too good. Did you ever watch that, Steve? Did you ever watch that?
I might have, but I don't think I probably didn't.
It was season 1 of True Detective. Matthew McConaughey was so good. I mean, he was really good. I mean, Woody Harrelson was good too, but holy shit, Matthew McConaughey was fantastic in it. And there was a great mystery. There's a great mystery in it. I highly recommend. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. By the way, speaking of series, did you watch episode 3 of The Penguin?
Fuck, don't even get me started.
Oh, did you watch it?
God damn it.
Isn't it great?
Oh my God. It ended. I'm like, what?
Oh, dude. I got to tell you, The Penguin might be the best show. The Penguin is the best. And I know some of you that haven't seen it are going, what the hell are you talking? Dude, trust me when I say The Penguin is the best show on TV.
Oh, yeah.
It is unbelievable.
I've never been a big type of this, but this is oh my God. I watched that son of a bitch the other day, and I watched. I mean, I was glued to the fucking TV, the whole thing, and then it ended. I'm like, what?
They took a character that was whack, 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 Batman. You know, in the 60s, the Penguin was just a joke. They took that character and they've made him so awesome. Colin Farrell is so good in that film or in that series. He was great in the Batman movie, and now they gave him a series. I can't even describe. It's a mix between Tony Soprano and I'm telling you, it is. He's so watchable. And the girl, Sophia Falcone, the girl in it is such a she's such a badass, and oh my God, that's the best show on TV.
Yeah,
it is the best show on TV. I think that and Only Murders in the Building is the other one. Only Murders in the Building is fantastic this year.
Although I watched Matlock the other day.
I've heard it's good. I haven't seen it.
It was funny as hell.
I heard there's a twist at the end.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Big time. I have to watch that.
I think you like it. Yeah.
I do have to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but people are I know tonight on what's that show I do? The Concession Stand. I know,
yeah.
You know. We'll talk about the TV stuff, but oh my God. The Penguin.
Oh.
Right now, Only Murders in the Building. Fantastic television. Fantastic TV.
Terrifier 3 comes out tomorrow.
Are you going to watch it?
I haven't decided because it's not in its greatest movie. I don't care for the movie theater it's going to be at.
What theater is it going to be at?
Way out fucking west. At that one I fell at last time I was out there, and the seat sucks so bad out there. But I'm gonna try to get to see it before next Wednesday.
You should go see it.
I've already looked into it, but it starts tomorrow, and I've been seeing the reviews on TikTok and stuff, and it's fucking blowing up on fucking TikTok. Every other.
I know you like the first two, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's about a clown that
Kills people.
It's about a clown that kills people. What's the
Yeah.
motivation? Has he had some kind of trauma in his life, or what makes him kill people? Is there a reason he kills people?
he likes it. Well, okay, now it started with All Hallows Eve is where Art the Clown started. Where he was where a baby lady was babysitting kids and was killed by a clown. Then we went into Terrifier 1. Terrifier 1 really didn't have much of a story. But Terrifier 2, then we got a couple other characters, a sister and her brother involved in it. Now, my understanding is with Terrifier 3, the sister and the brother are going to be trying to put their lives back together.
Tom says that he read that people are walking out of the movie. Is it that bad? Is it that frightening?
They're passing out vomit bags. And people are getting up and walking out after the shower. Whatever the shower scene is, they're saying the shower scene is the most violent. But it's his brother and sister that are putting their lives back together after the end of 2, when they walked off into the sunset, but they're both kind of loony bin.
So, but they live. They get through the Terrifier trying to kill them.
Yeah, they both survive. Everybody else dies. He kills them all except these 2.
And so somehow this guy comes back to kill them again.
Right.
Tom says in the first 10 minutes of the film, people are walking.
Yeah. Yep.
Why would you pay for a ticket to a movie and then walk out?
That's why I can't figure. They say it's very violent. I mean, so I'm going to try to get to the movie theater. I'm hoping, but I want to. I mean, I've seen the other 2 just on TV, but I would really like to see it in the movie theater on a big screen. So maybe it is. I don't think I've seen the first 2 and I thought they were both funny as hell. So I don't think they bothered me.
There's the brother and sister walk off into the sunset. Yeah, he just said they're taking a shower together in this one.
Well, they're both bloody. Yeah.
The brother and sister are showering together?
No, they weren't showering.
Oh, what the hell kind of movie are you watching?
No, they were showered together. They defeated Art the Clown. Well, they thought they defeated Art the Clown. But then this one, I guess he's coming back at Christmas time. He's going to spoil Christmas for us.
So did he really die or?
No.
So there's not a mystical element of it. It's not like those Jason movies where the guy just keeps coming back or.
Right.
So there's a practical reason that he's coming back.
Right. Exactly. He's coming back to kill off his sister and brother.
But you don't know why he kills.
He just likes to kill.
I'll be damned. Nate says he walked out of Cloverfield. It was the only. It said it was the only movie that ever made him motion sick.
Oh wow!
I've never seen Cloverfield.
I got sick in the Chevy show at Six Flags one time.
What, pray tell, was the Chevy show? I have no idea.
Well, this was talking like we're talking like in 1979, 1980 at Six Flags. It was a Chevy show was put on by Chevrolet, of course. But you went in the set in this. I only went into it because you were sitting in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
We said it goes theater, but you were on a roller coaster, and the seats moved and all kinds of shit, and it made me sick.
I'll be damned. Yeah. So you had motion sickness.
Yeah.
I went on a ride in I went on a ride at either Disney or I think it was Disney. I went on some kind of ride that made me motion sick. I think it was Back to the Future or something that would made me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the car wasn't really spinning or anything. I think it was just what I was watching made me motion sick.
Right, yeah.
I wasn't that impressed with Disney when I went. I was like, because I know some people are crazy, but they love they love Disney World. But I was like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
what I felt about it.
I'm like, thank God I'm not paying for this.
Yeah.
Because this is when Lyle Lamb show was really good in like 92 or whatever. And Disney flew us down there for free to broadcast live from there.
Oh, wow.
And they gave us free access to all this stuff. We
Right.
flew down there and did the show. And then after the show, we got to go walk around and do different things at Disney. Thank God we didn't have to pay for it. But I thought it was very boring.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is all this is? I've heard so much great stuff about this, but they don't even have roller coasters. What the hell is, it's just a bunch of little rides.
Yeah.
That don't even have much. They don't have much to do. You know what I mean? It was kind of boring. Now, I did like the stuff at night.
Oh, well, yeah.
There's a lot of drinking and, and dancing, partying. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
The nightlife was awesome. And then they always had fireworks, and it was like every night was New Year's. And there were a lot of Asian people. And the Asian people love me. I think because I look like Buddha.
Oh.
Because I look like a sumo wrestler or something. So
right.
They loved me. We had a good time. But I loved the partying at night, the drinking and dancing and all that stuff. But the stuff during the day is just like, wait a minute, you want me to go on this thing where it's a small world?
Yeah.
Well, I got to listen to this stupid song 100 times. And I got to ride in a teacup. I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. So I never got it. I didn't understand it. And then when my daughter got to a certain age, we took her to Disney, but I didn't go. Because we had to pay for it. Then I told my wife, I'm like, you go. I'm not buying my She goes, oh, you got to go. I said, no, I'm not going to buy a ticket because I don't want to go anywhere. It's just
right.
Yeah. I got to pay $100 to do nothing
and walk around. Yeah.
I said, no, you just take her. I have no interest in going. I'll just go drive.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
That was the only time when we went. Last time we went to Florida, I went with Michelle, and we drove all the way down there. But Keith went to Disney World with his stepmom, and we just went inside the beach. And fuck that, I'm not paying if I can walk around Disney World. I just go sit at the beach.
Yeah,
that's what I did. Sit at the fucking beach. How stupid was that? I didn't even get in the water. I was afraid I was gonna fall.
Yep.
Then I saw this old lady go in the fucking water with a walker. I thought, why didn't I bring my walker? God damn it.
So there was a woman who went into the ocean with her walker?
Yeah, that's an old lady, probably 90 years old. Walked right into the ocean with her walker.
And then you got jealous.
Yeah.
I would think the walker would get stuck in the sand.
Well, no. Well, she wanted to have one of them aluminum ones, lightweight. So as long as she didn't pick it up, as long as she picked it up a little bit. So.
Oh, well. We know that's what you're into. I know that's what you're into. Right, so good luck to Dan, he's getting drilled today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hope the dentist is giving him a good drilling. Is the dentist making this face? While working on Dan. Take that bitch. No show tonight. I just decided no show tonight. Because Tom just pissed me off. Oh, Christina says Dan's already done. They're at the cemetery visiting his sister now. So you're looking at his sister's gravesite. Dan's getting his cavity filled. If the dentist says take that bitch, that's not proper. Please remind the dentist that that is not something he should be doing. Corey says, Ray, you missed out on critical family member. No, trust me. I did not miss out on any critical family memories. By not going, I made it better because all I do is slow them.
Oh yeah.
I just slow them down. Even now, my daughter doesn't want me going with them. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't walk. Even now that I work out 5 days a week, I'm losing weight and all this stuff, I still can only walk. I can walk about 20 feet and then I have to sit because my knees are so bad. At least I'm not in a wheelchair anymore. I can walk a few feet, but you know. So they don't want me going with them. Like my daughter loves to go to the museum, to the art institute in Chicago. No, there's no way. I just can't walk that much. It's too much. And I just have, it's too hard for me.
Yeah.
Just like that's why the Disney, and they went to Disney and they went to what's the other thing? Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't go to any of it. I had no interest. Just because, I just slow them down. Trust me, it would not be a good memory for my daughter having to wait for me. She was young at the time. And all I could imagine is her just complaining because when Dad's with us, we got to go so slow.
Yep. Yeah.
By the way, Karen says she's reading about the Terrifier movies on Wikipedia. And she says they sound disgusting.
They're not.
Tom says only disturbing people like those movies.
A lot of people are watching it. So.
It does. They do sound disturbing.
They're a thrasher movie. I mean, although I've been watching a lot of people do, like on TikTok, they do the top 5 horror films or grossest films on Netflix. I have been going through those.
I've never been a fan of. I've never been a fan of any horror movies, except for the Final Destination. I will say I like Final Destination,
right?
And I like Scream. Are those horror movies? Or are they considered?
Yeah, Scream is a top notch one. A lot of people like Scream. There's a lot of Screams though. Like 4 or 5 of them in there.
No, so there's 6 of them.
Is it? It's the same way with Jason and Halloween.
There's 7. I think there's 7 Screams. I love the Screams. I think Scream movies. I love the last one. The last one was fantastic. That's when they moved to New York City. Scream in New York City was great. Love it. By the way, Holly says she is surprised that none of the 217 or Sangamon County reported. The fuck those 217 pages. Or Sangamon County reported a shooting on Jefferson Casey's last night. She says her friend's son was shot in the face sitting in his friend's car. He got hit with a stray bullet while his friend was pumping gas and was shot in the leg. He's currently in ICU and stable. That's terrible. Shit. That's terrible. Yeah.
That's why I don't like to go out. You never know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Do you like the Hellraiser movies, Steve?
I used to, but I'm not. My favorite was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or my number one.
I've never been able to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And then the Psychos. I like those. And then Terrifier, I think. I mean, my top three.
Did you ever watch The Omen?
Yeah, Omen.
Or Rosemary's Baby, or any of those movies about?
Oh yeah, I like that one series that was on years ago called Rose Red.
You like those devil movies?
Oh yeah.
I do. I remember a movie when Arnold Schwarzenegger fought the devil.
Really?
Yeah, it was a movie. It was a movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger had to fight the devil. Somebody help me out with this one. It was
Arnold Schwarzenegger fought the devil. End of Days.
Yeah, there you go. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus the devil. That was a good movie.
I've never seen that. I'm going to check that one out.
You've never seen that? Oh, it's great. It's
I love The Devil's Advocate and Constantine.
Oh, Devil's Advocate is fantastic with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Al Pacino.
Yeah.
That's a great film. Yeah. And The Omen is about this kid named Damien who's the Antichrist.
Yeah.
That's The Omen.
Yeah.
It's great.
I watched The Good Son the other day. It was kind of crazy. It was not really scary.
What it stars Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah.
I'll be damned. DA says the first two Hellraiser movies he liked, but they were done by the author of the book. He directed the first one and helped write the second. He also wrote Nightbreed. His name's Clive Barker. Gory like Children of the Corn.
I was going to watch Children of the Corn the other day.
Yeah, Children of the Corn. A lot of people like that I grew up with love that. Like, 80s kids love that movie. Yeah. I remember Motel Hell.
Oh, yeah.
Motel Hell, like they were planting people. Weren't they planting people or they were putting them somehow in the ground or something? There's something weird about Motel Hell. I sort of remember that.
Ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No, I've never seen that. I would never watch. By the way, there's a new version of Salem's Lot.
I saw it.
That's on Max. Is it good?
Yeah.
I like the Salem's Lot that had David Soul in it.
Oh, yeah.
Came out in, was it the 80s?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would have been.
I think that's what it was. But the new Salem's Lot is on Max right now if you guys want to watch it. We should probably wrap it up. So I just looked at the time. Oh, my God. We're 15 minutes late.
Oh, shit.
Let's wrap it up, Steve Areno.
Okay.
Thank you for checking us out, whether you watch us on Facebook or X or YouTube or TikTok, Pickpock, Lick My Knock. I don't know.
TikTok.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the show. come back and check us out tomorrow. We're out at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of the day, everybody. So long. So long.